A warm welcome along to the Athletic Grounds this afternoon for this Lidl National Football League Division 2 game between Armagh and Cavan. Damien Harvey on commentary here, alongside me Kiva Morgan. Kiva, you're looking forward to what should be an interesting clash this afternoon?
Well, it will be an interesting clash, Damien, because going on the previous games so far, this means so much to Cavan. Basically, if they don't get out of here with some kind of a win, they're out of any contention for semi-final league places. So it's a very, very important game for them today, and also obviously important for Armagh because they want to continue their good run of football. Yeah, somewhat limited league this year, of course, due to circumstances, and I suppose Armagh, they've put out a very strong team this afternoon. They're not going to mess about here. They're looking for 2 points on the board and to progress into what would be the playoffs. Yeah, their intent, Damien, is totally to get out of Division 2. I personally believe, I know the girls believe, that they need to be out of Division 2 playing Division 1 football to contest, for senior championship and to push on, really. And the intent of the team selection and how they've been working really does lay the land for that, yeah. Yeah, and we're going to take you down through the two teams. The Armagh side, there are a couple of changes maybe from the graphics that you see on your screens this afternoon, but it's an Armagh team made up of Anna Carr in goals. The full back line is Sarah Marley, Clodagh McCambridge and Grace Ferguson. The half back line sees Tierna Grimes, Lauren McConville and Kate Toe in position there at number 7. The midfield pairing of Niamh Marley and Blachine Mackin, and a half forward line is Catherine Marley, Fanula McKenna and Eve Lavery. There is a change in the full forward line. It's not at corner forward. Amy Mackin, the girl that starts there. At full forward there is a change. Niamh Reel will not start this afternoon. Her place will be taken by Aoife Lennon, the Armagh Harps girl, taking up the full forward position. And then it's Aoife McCoy from Drummond that finishes out the Armagh side. The Cavan side, there's a couple of changes on the Cavan side as well. We'll take you down through those. It's Elaine Walsh in goals, a full back line of Rachel Doonan, Shauna Lynch and Mona Sheridan. The half-back line is made up of Sinead Green, Laura Fitzpatrick, and there is a change at wing half-back. It isn't Muriel Smith anymore. It's number 20 on the side. It's Grania Faulkner comes in for her. The midfield pairing is Sinead McKenna and Nessa Bird. The half-forward line is Niamh Keenigan. It's Lauren McVitie, and there is a change at wing half-forward at number 12 where Ashley Gilson comes out in place of the number 22, Emma Halton. The full forward line is made up of Amy Rooney, Geraldine Sheridan and Geraldine Smith. So that's both sides. As we look forward to this afternoon's game, we're just a few seconds away from a rendezvous. Brenton Rice is the man looking after the game this afternoon, and both sides are gathering in their respective huddles at either end of the ground just ahead of the national anthem. It's going to be a blustery afternoon, Grania, but it's or Kiva, sorry, I got wrong commentary team there, Kiva, this afternoon, but it's one that I see Cavan have won the toss, which is extremely important for them. Yeah, it's going straight down the pitch here, so I suppose that's an advantage rather than going across the pitch, and Cavan have opted to play with it, which I always think is a sensible decision because you never know what the weather's going to do. So they'll work really hard and try and get some scores on the board and see where it takes them, as you said, starting with a positive start for them, hopefully. So we're just we're waiting a singer, we're waiting a recording. There's both teams on the far side just waiting for the start of the national anthem, and we're a few seconds away from that, and here we are. So there we have it, a week later than advertised, or I suppose
We're almost up and running here for this Lidl National Football League Division 2B game between Armagh, of course, and Cavan. The weather got the best of this one last week. We were out last week. The other game, it ended up a draw last week, Kiva, after a little bit of controversy in terms of the scoreline. But the right result, it was 10 points apiece at the finish between Tyrone and Monaghan.
Yeah, and fair play to the LGFF for sorting that out and going back. And there's no harm in sometimes maybe someone missing something, and that's grand. And the right result in the end was made, so that was a good decision. Yeah, absolutely.
So it will be Cavan with the breeze in the opening half here, as we look out on the athletic grounds. Brilliant venue for any game of football, and we're really looking forward to this one this afternoon. Brent Rice just making sure everybody's in position. He's two umpires away up on the Katie Road end of the ground there, taking their time to make their way into position. They're in no particular hurry, Kiva, but we're nearly there.
Yeah, it's very important that they're in position for us.
Absolutely. They finally have made their way there. Brent Rice will have the ball in the air very shortly, and we're up and running here in Armagh, and it's Cavan trying to get the early possession on with Niamh Keanigan there has won it. And it's out this near side. Niamh back into her hands again. She launches one forward. She's looking for that inside forward ball fairly quickly. A bit of a battle on in there between the full forward Geraldine Sheridan, who's managed to win possession, and that full back on the Armagh team, Clodagh Cambridge, managed to win it back out. Oh, that was it looked like might have been a free in, but Cavan have got possession of the ball, and they've got the free in, I think, at this stage, and will be an opening chance for them to get a score. And a good bit of strong play there from Geraldine Sheridan early on.
Yeah, Geraldine Sheridan, sister of Aisling Sheridan, playing AFL out in Australia, and I suppose Geraldine's really an unsung hero of the Sheridan family. She's a really, really good footballer, and I suppose with the wind, Cavan will be looking to get the ball straight into her, so she'll be dangerous.
Yeah, opening minute of the game, we've a really good opportunity here for Amy Rooney to open her account for this afternoon. Oh, she's kicked it up, and has she managed to squeeze it in? It's gone out to the left of the post and wide, an early wide for Cavan. That was a big opportunity.
It was. I'm going to be controversial, and I thought from me it looked like it was over the post, but
oh, don't talk about scores that don't go over. We'll have another appeal on our hands. Well, anyway, the kick out has been taken by Armagh goalkeeper Anna Kiar down there. It's Cavan that have won possession back away across on the far side, and they have an opportunity here through their centre half forward. McVeety turns back inside onto the left boot, kicks it up high, and just more than pleased with that, which has every reason to be. It's in and over the bar, and Cavan have got the opening score of the game. The lead a point to nil.
Yeah, it was a poor by Kate Toe over there. Should have had that kick out really, and McVeety can't let her on that left foot because she has a sweet left foot for free kicks and for playing ability. Yeah,
great score for Cavan. Good settling score for them in the game. They come into the game as big underdogs, Kiva.
Yeah, they do, but they have a point to prove. There's been an awful lot said about this league campaign and about playing the same teams and the repetitiveness of it, and maybe less stronger teams than Armagh here, so they're out to prove a point.
They certainly are, as Anna Kiar has ball in hand. She makes her way out to that 20-metre line. She's kicking into that stiff breeze in the opening half, but a good left foot kick out through the field of play, and who's going to win possession of the ball there? It's been won by wing half back Tierna Grimes, who's able to move possession on for Armagh into centre half forward for Nuala McKenna out this right hand side. It's picked up by the centre half back Laura Fitzpatrick, and Cavan can clear their lines down this near side, and they've done well to move the ball, and a nice inside ball from Keanigan into that inside forward line. Once again, a bit of a battle for possession on in there. I think it's going to be a battle for possession throughout this open half, but Clodagh McKeambridge did very well, come across, took away possession, gives it out to our cornerback Grace Ferguson, who uses the goalkeeper Anna Kiar, and in turn finds it on out towards Kate Toe away in the far side. She has possession of the ball now back inside. That wasn't the greatest pass in the world, but found centre half back Laura McConville. Did very, very well, battling away there to win possession and move it on up the field of play. But is that it over the end sideline? No, it isn't. Possession still in Armagh hands, and they're on the attack. Is that Catherine Marley that has it over there? No, it's corner forward Aoife McCoy gives it away across that far side. They're looking to recycle possession in towards that inside forward line. Once again, Catherine Marley goes to ground, and it's a free in for Armagh and an opportunity for them to get a score on the board.
Yeah, Aoife McCoy had made a great run down the pitch with the ball, but also Aoife Lennon had made a good run across the square. If Aoife had looked up, she could have given it into her. It could have been a goal opportunity, but a good free one by Catherine Marley. She's very good at that.
So possession will be Armagh's through the free, and it will be Nuala McKenna. She's going to try and kick it into that breeze and then over the bar, and she's managed to find the distance and a good score. It's still in the 4th minute of the game, but it's Armagh, the two number 11s, both on the score line for both their sides, and it's a point apiece. Kick out taken very quickly away across on the far side. Cavan trying to work possession down that right hand side, but there's a lot of hard work over there, and I can see that that's been well reciprocated in terms of the efforts by the Armagh management on the far side. They were more than pleased with that turnover.
Yeah, Blackie Mackin did really, really well to slow her down and force her right over the sideline.
Armagh just playing keep ball at the minute. They've got possession over on the far side and trying to move it back inside is back in towards McKenna once again. She takes it on and gives it out to the wing half forward Eve Lavery, and Eve Lavery's shot, it didn't get the right strike on it there, Kiva.
Yeah, she didn't. She's a left-footed kicker, and I think she just hit it with the side of the boot and probably wanted more force on it.
She certainly did. It's out with corner back, and Mona Sheridan now. Mona Sheridan looking around under a spot of pressure, but gives it out to her centre half back Laura Fitzpatrick, who in turn moves it on out this near side into the hands of Keenigan once again. Heavy challenge there in the midfield area. It was Brendan Rice not happy with the challenge, and he's going to book Niamh Marley here by the looks of it. Did she jump into the tackle? I thought it was 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Oh, do you mean this is something that drives me mad? It's a very hard one to call. It's the charge is a difficult one. That's, sometimes they say when your feet are planted and you lean into it, it's against you. But I'm sure she's asking a lot of questions there about why. Yeah,
well, it is the free anyway. It's not quite been taken for where I think Brenton would have called it, but anyway, long ball launched into the inside forward line from Fitzpatrick, looking for inside forward Sheridan once again. Sheridan peels out that right hand side. Is she going to try and get onto that right boot? No, she kicks it off the right boot eventually, and it's a second Cavan wide in the game, and the scoreline remains a point apiece.
Yeah, but you can see what they're trying to do here, Damien. Obviously, it's quick ball into Sheridan because she is their danger woman.
Yep, certainly is. Goalkeeper Carr with ball in hand once again, heading out towards that 13 metre. Just to be on the 13 metre line, kicks it out way across the far side, and a bit of an aerial battle going on over there, but Armagh have managed to win it through wing half back Kato once again. Possession is Armagh's once again with in that midfield area, but it's turned over. Good hard bit of work there from the Cavan girls. They've got a possession now back inside into corner forward Geraldine Smith. Smith looks around, has centre half back Laura Fitzpatrick, who's made great progress up the field of play. Can she recycle possession back out? No, brilliant work actually from cornerback Sarah Marley there on that occasion. One possession back from an Armagh perspective, and that's what it's all about, hard work.
It is about hard work, and I suppose the bounce is a wee bit deceptive there, Damien. You think it's got a good bounce and it's kind of skipping away from them sometimes, so
yeah, you'd suspect that the ground will have hardened up with the last couple of days with no rain and a wee bit of a breeze to try and dry out the various county grounds, and it's now Niamh Marley in possession for Armagh. Short pass in towards centre half forward once again. McKenna launches it forward, but there's a lot of traffic there, and it's the wrong sort of traffic from an Armagh perspective, and they can clear it way across on the far side. Cavan made another change there. Aaron Lockyer, did I see number 23 on? Just keep an eye on that one, Kiva. It looks like there's a number 23 on the Cavan side, but here come the Armagh girls once again out this right hand side, out towards that corner forward there now. Aoife McCoy, or sorry, it was wing half back Tierna Grimes rather. There's a chance for a shot on goal now, and it's in and over the bar, and it's Amy Mackin that's got the score. And with the almost 7.5 minutes gone, almost in the opening half, it's Armagh who lead 2-1. Good
quick play through the hands there. Tierna did really well to get the ball into Amy, and by rights she probably shouldn't have won it there. She's been marked really tightly, but in true Amy fashion style she got it over the bar.
Interesting from the kick out perspective here, they've just gathered in a cluster in the middle of the field, and then they're trying to break to the wings to give the goalkeeper some options, and it seems to be working alright from Cavan's perspective in the opening first couple of kickouts. Long ball launched once again in towards that inside forward line, but have they won it? Yes, they have. They've got it through corner forward there. Amy Rooney plays it out towards centre half forward McVitie. Lovely little inside forward pass in towards that inside forward line with Geraldine Sheridan trying to go across and win it. She goes to ground to try and pick up possession, but she's been pursued there by Kate Toe. She manages to get it away, and it's in and over the bar. It is indeed. Another score from Cavan's perspective, and is that the centre half forward once again? It is indeed. It's Nora McVitie that's got the score, and with just over 8 minutes gone in the half, the sides are level at 2 apiece.
It's an important score for Cavan there because they are working very, very hard, and I mean the kick out routine that they're doing is very effective, and it's good when you get a score off it.
Yeah, it certainly is. Brent Rice just checking on the well-being of one of the Cavan girls down there, and he's said that there's nothing to stop the game for, so let's get it going again. Kick out once again out towards that far side. Toe wins it over there once again, has possession into the hands of Niamh Marley. She's fouled on this occasion, and another injury to a Cavan player over there.
Brendan's really letting the game flow, which is lovely to see as well.
Yeah, certainly is. Vastly experienced man looking after these ladies' game so far. But here goes Cavan on the attack once again. A really poor free kick, and it's gone in and out to the left of the post and wide. And that was a big opportunity for Cavan. They didn't capitalise on that mistake.
No, they could rue that opportunity, but I mean, Armagh just totally switched off, and you know, it's their own mistakes that are killing them here.
Yeah, Brenton's done a couple of All Ireland finals. Senior, did you do an All Ireland senior final? He did. Yeah. So a man with a lot of experience in the LGFA, and a free kick to Cavan, and the shape of Geraldine Sheridan. And she's just going to leave possession this time to Amy Rooney, who kicked out earlier wide. And I think for the fact that she did kick in earlier wide, she's been relieved of that duty. And it's Erin Longar, from Drumlean. She's wearing number 23. She kicks it in. It's dropped in, and it's dangerous there from a Armagh perspective, but they deal with it out towards toe on the far side into towards midfielder. Marley once again gets away from that would-be challenger and has an option there to move it on to Lauren McConville, now in possession of the ball. McConville out over the 65-metre line and beyond. Armagh looking to go on the attack here, but Cavan have numbers in there once again. Cornerback Rachel Donnan did well, but it is Armagh's possession, and they have it once again. Another free, possibly. No, Brenton says play on, and it's Cavan that come out with possession once again away on the far side. And now we're sent a half forward. McVitie once again. McVitie takes it solo and run out of it and laaunches it away across the field. And there's a lot of space inside for these Cavan girls. And it's Geraldine Smith that has it once again. Launches it into the inside forward line. Gets the ball towards centre half back. Fitzpatrick who kicks it in, but she's kicked it out to the right of the post and wide. A fourth wide of the opening half. Armagh yet to record a wide in the game so far. The scoreline remains 2 points apiece. Kiva.
Cavan will rue these chances, especially with the breeze. And I mean, you know, they're doing really good work to get the ball in. Their tactics working. They're creating lots of space, as you're saying there. And Armagh would need to look at maybe deploying a sweeper.
Yeah, possession kicked out through the midfield area once again. A high challenge there, and Brenton Rice going to call across Niamh Geenigan. Bit of a slap on the side of the head there for. Yeah, he's just.
Sinbin.
Oh, yellow card. So Cavan's cause not helped by that. So that means Sinbin for 10 minutes. And it will be a free kick to Armagh, just in around that centre half back position. Ball launched forward once again. Armagh looking for possession through Finola McKenna, gives it out towards the far side to Toe. She's been very busy in the game so far.
Yeah, Kate Toe's an excellent player. She's come into the panel this year, had been there a few years ago, but she's really putting her mark on that position. A good solid player. Tierna
Grimes has it now. She's trying to look for possession up ahead of her. She a good ball carrier that she is, keeps possession, moves it on towards centre half back Norma Conville peels out to that right hand side. Armagh looking to recycle possession back to a better shooting opportunity. It's now with the midfielder there once again, Niamh Marley. Niamh Marley just toe pokes it over to the far side, and a nice little inside forward pass. But once again, Cavan have numbers in there, and they've broken up that possession. And Armagh just been a wee bit
naive.
I was going to say just loose with the passes. As possession now into the hands of Geraldine Smith once again. But Armagh have deployed the sweeper now. So Kiva Morgan call it absolutely spot on. And
what they're trying to do, Cavan, is they're trying to get lots of big bodies in around Amy Mackin. You know, it's just smart to not leave her exposed.
Ball is launched into towards the edge of the square. Mackin has it on this occasion. She turns and moves it out towards corner forward. Aoife McCoy rips it in and over the bar. A good score it is. And as Brenton Rice spotted another infringement in there. No, he's taken out the book, I think, to mark the score down. I've got the score through Aoife McCoy.
Aoife will be disappointed though she didn't get the goal out of it, but it is still positive for Armagh.
Yeah, 3 points to 2 now, the lead in the game. 13 and a half minutes gone in the opening half. And I think from a Cavan perspective, they'll be disappointed with the fact that they have 4 wides in the game. They've had quite a bit of possession, and that inside forward line now looks to be blocked up with the deployment of the Armagh sweeper in there. Ball launched out, a brilliant piece of goal of fetching in the midfield area. That time once again by Niamh Marley. She's a great presence in that midfield area. possession out with Toe in the far side. And here come Armagh once again on the attack through wing half forward. Catherine Morley. Morley looks inside. There's a lovely pass in towards Blacking. Mackin. There's a chance for another score. Kicks it in and kicks it over the bar. And Armagh starting to move now. And 14 minutes and 20 seconds almost gone in the opening half. And Armagh now lead by 2.
Yeah, they seem a little bit more organised, a lot more talking going on here. It was a lovely bit of play. It was nice and relaxed, and then a good burst off the shoulder by Blacking.
4 points to 2. Armagh lead. Kick out this near side into the hands of Sinead Green. Green moves possession towards centre half-back Laura Fitzpatrick, who in turn finds Emma Halton there. Long ball launched forward once again into that inside forward line where Geraldine Smith has it. Way across, very close to the stand over the far side, which is making great progress and a great run, good strong run from her on the right foot, a kick and in and over the bar. And what a super point it was. Excellent score from a Cavan perspective. And the point scorer on this occasion, Geraldine Smith.
Yeah, look, it's very difficult to deploy a sweeper if Cavan are going to play the ball out wide to the wings. You maybe need to think about putting 2 on each side.
Well, you just need a sweeper that's pretty mobile and can get about through the field and can read the situation. So, once again, Armagh just carrying the ball into the tackle, but managed to get possession out towards their wing half forward there, Eve Lavery. Lavery goes short, but yeah, she fouled the ball right in front of Brenton Rice. No excuses on that occasion for the referee not being where he's meant to be. And Cavan right look to move the ball forward once again, but a loose pass is found. Niamh Morley once again. Niamh Morley out to the far side into the hands of the busy Kate Toe. She has possession of the ball. Lovely turn inside from Toe once again. She's heading towards the 45-metre line. Lovely pass out to the far side, which has found Aoife McCoy. Aoife McCoy takes possession on towards that 20-metre line and beyond. Under spotted pressure, referee spotted an infringement. It will be a free into Armagh. And a chance for another score for them, but it's not the easiest opportunity into the breeze.
No, it's a difficult angle. And I presume Fionnuala McKenna, which is good at them, she'll at least hopefully put it dead. But that was a really good interception by Clodagh McCambridge. She read the pass well, and it was good movement up the pitch. Yeah,
Kate too. She's very she's agile in her feet, isn't she? She's able to step inside and get away from the tackles.
Yeah, she keeps the ball close to her feet and hands. You know, she's always in control.
Chance for Armagh here to get another score. It's gone in and it's gone out to the right of the post and wide. Open wide of the opening half as we head towards the water break. And what are both management teams going to be saying from well, let's start with Ronan Murphy. What's he going to be saying to the Armagh girls?
Well, he'll probably be happy enough they've settled into it probably the last 5 minutes there. He'll probably be annoyed with their own personal mistakes and errors that they're making. But they seem to have fixed, you know, a little bit of the issue with deploying the sweeper. Look, I suppose you just want your team to settle into the game a little bit more and try and be a wee bit more creative and get the ball into that forward line quicker so that Cavan can't get back and defend. And
Jerry Moan?
He'll be annoyed now that they've got a sin bin because they had been doing rightly. You know, they're working hard and, you know, maybe they just weren't getting the scores on the board, but you could see, you know, the game plan that they're trying to play and be trying to tell them to keep their heads up and work really, really hard, I suppose.
So we're just awaiting the end of the water break. Water break's going to stay in for the remainder of the league anyway, obviously, but championship?
No.
There's any rumours that they're going to be dispensed with?
I think it's going to go for championship, and I think the girls would prefer if it goes, you know, because it leaves for a long match at times, and sometimes when you settle into a game and then there's a break in play, it can kind of disrupt things again.
Yeah, one of these factors of the COVID situation, but as we make our way out of that situation, we're hoping that we'll be leaving all elements of it behind. So Brenton Rice just took the opportunity to go up and have a yarn with the umpires. Maybe tell them to get out a wee bit earlier in the second half. The kick out will be for Elaine Walsh in the Cavan goals, just on the 13-metre line. And once again, the long kick out through the field. But what a good piece of midfield play there once again from Niamh Morley. She's a really impressive figure in the midfield area, but she's been turned over on this occasion. And here come the Cavan girls right down through the centre of the field. Possession out into this near side with Halton, who tried to get a hold on to possession, but she's been turned over. Eve Lavery has it momentarily, gives it to centre half forward. Fionnuala McKenna. McKenna off the outside of the boot, trying to move the ball forward towards Lauren McConville. McConville has an option there across the far side, and Aoife McCoy making good progress in, chips it in and chips it over the bar, and another score for Armagh. And that's a good start to the from straight after the water break. And I see from McCoy with the latest score for Armagh, who now lead in the game 5 points to 3.
Yeah, you've Lauren McConville there, who doesn't play a typical holding centre half back role, so she's always the link play all the time, and it's quite hard to mark then when you've an extra player on the overlap.
Yeah, it was number 11 playing centre half back, kicking the ball into number 6 playing centre half forward there for Armagh, but it worked alright, didn't it?
Did, yeah.
Possession is Cavan's, the midfield area with Nessa Bird. She immediately moves possession on towards her cornerback, Mona Sheridan. Mona Sheridan looks around, options limited in that midfield area. It's a very clogged up position as we look out here from the terrace side here in the athletic grounds, but now the long ball's been launched in, and once again Smithside trying to win it once again, but it's been won there brilliantly well by Sinead Green, who's making good progress, gives it in towards Smith once again. Smith off the left boot this time, and it's in and over the bar, and a good score for Cavan, and they're sticking to their guns here. Cavan are keeping it well in the game, and it's once again it's Geraldine Smith this time off the left boot, puts it over the bar, and it's 5 points to 4.
And that's Sinead Green doing what she's great at doing. She loves to drive forward and always tries to make sure the ball goes dead so she can get back to mark again.
There could have been bigger danger for Armagh there, Kiva.
Oh, there could have been, yeah.
Once again, it's midfielder Neve Marley who plays it out this time to Sarah Marley, and further on out the field, play now is in the hands of Tierna Grimes. Tierna Grimes launches the ball forward, but that's going to be picked away. Good piece of defend, I think, by Rachel Doonan in there. It is now by Rachel Doonan, who takes possession out the field of play and moves it in from Cavan's full back line into the half back line, but once again Armagh turned it over. Ethan McCoy's on it straight away into the hands of Amy Mackin. Amy Mackin straight into the hands of Lauren McConville. Lauren McConville the shot. Lauren McConville with a goal, no doubt about it on this occasion. Finds the back of the Cavan net, and that's the opening that Armagh were hoping for, and it's come from Lauren McConville, centre half back, come centre half forward. She doesn't mind where she plays, but it's 1-5 to 4 points.
Yeah, that's Lauren's. She started out in the forward line, I suppose, for Armagh before she went to Australia, so she's good at shooting as well, so they're deploying her playing many positions. Cavan
will be kicking themselves, but that all came off an error in the full coming out from that half back line.
Yeah, mistakes are costly here for Cavan.
Yeah, another heavy challenge that time. Catherine Marley running in and coming out the worst for wear on that one.
Yeah, and Mona Sheridan's not one you'd really want to be running into.
She it didn't take a flinch out of Mona, but it certainly the way Catherine Marley was wide open for that one.
Well, the Marleys are good stock, so I would say Catherine will be all right.
She's back to her feet fairly very quickly. Good to see. There will be a hot ball in the midfield area. And Bren Rice throws it up, and once again Armagh have won it. That Neve Marley, she's been absolutely everywhere in the opening half, and she's tower strength, isn't she, in that area?
She really is so strong. Like, I mean, she is that engine of that midfield line, and she's driving everything forward.
She is indeed. It's 1-5 plays 4 points. Ball out this near side into the hands of Tierna Grimes. Tierna Grimes looking to make good progress into the heart of this Cavan defence. And it's now with Eve Lavery momentarily. Well, Eve gets it back in her hands once again. East Knight inside forward pass. She's looking for McCoy in that burst and run, but once again well read by the Cavan girls over there. They're sticking to it well. Amy Rooney has it now. It's now out with Rooney has it once again. Lovely turn from her.
She got away with near too long.
Absolutely she did. Sinead Green has it in that midfield area now to try and find Amy Rooney once again. Dangerous pass is right. It's win one, and the free has been given.
They're lucky to get that there, Damien, I'd say.
They were they looked like they could have been overplaying slightly there, but it's gone into that inside forward line where Sheridan has it. And Sheridan turns back inside looking to get onto that left boot, or is she? She's trying to spin now onto the right boot, and it's in, and it's gone in and out to the right of the post and wide.
She's having to do so much on her own.
She is, but I have to say, the two Cavan girls inside there, Geraldine Sheridan and Geraldine Smith, they're really hard workers, aren't they?
Oh, they are very hard workers, yeah, and they're giving the defence a lot of trouble in there.
The kick out went short. It's now back with Carr and Amy Carr in the Anna Carr rather in the Armagh goals.
And there's Neve Marley back in defence again.
She's all over the place. She's covered so much ground this opening half, and Armagh working their way out that far side into the hands of Kate Toe. Once again on the afterburners are turned on once again by Marley over on that far side. Great run right down through the middle of the field once again, looking for that inside forward pass towards Amy Mackin. Amy Mackin looking for to set up another goal opportunity, and there is a good goal opportunity. Has it going to be walked in? Oh, Armagh just made a bit of a hames of it. Aoife Lennon had a massive opportunity there. She rounded the goalkeeper.
So unlike her, she's a soccer player by trade, and usually, I suppose she wanted it to be a certain, but she could have banged it in the net.
Yeah, I think they were just going down the narrow side on that occasion, and the whole right hand side of the goals was wide open, so it was probably a case of just throwing the dummy and going right, but it didn't happen. And
but lovely play, play up to that.
Great build-up play, and Marley involved again.
Yeah, really, really good slick off the hands. You know, Kate Toe involved in it as well. Blahin, and then Aoife McCoy. That signature pass between her and Amy is fantastic. You can't stop it.
Yeah, that whole left-hand side of the half of their attack is really reaping the dividends now at the minute.
Yeah, Armagh play up that side an awful lot.
So kick out will come, or the 45 is going to be Blahin Mackin, who just launched it forward.
You're trying to get to Amy there.
Yeah, just almost a soccer style kick into the corner, but it didn't work out for Armagh on this occasion, and Cavan can clear the lines. They've got it out through Nessa Bird, who moves it out further out on the field towards Fitzpatrick there, and now down that line very close to the sideline over there where Amy Rooney has possession of the ball. She widens it out slightly towards Niamh Kinnigan, who's back on the field to play after the yellow card or the sin bin earlier. Brenton Rice has the hand raised for an advantage, but Cavan can play on, and they've got it through centre half forward, and Laura McVitie, who's got the score, and with 23 and a half minutes gone in the game, it's Cavan with another score, this time through their centre half forward. McVitie once again, who brings it up to 0-5 to 1-5.
There was good patience there, you know, because there was a lot of Armagh players back, and Cavan played around, and then took the right option.
Laura McVitie gets her, I was just counting there, she 1, 2, 3, third score of the opening half. And there's a change away across the far side. Number 23 has gone off, so Aaron Lunger is off the field to play. I didn't quite see who came on, but the change has been made nonetheless, and Armagh can go in the attack once again down this near side. Back with Marley once again, who plays it out towards her midfield partner there, Blahin Mackin. Blahin Mackin looks forward, and who's there? Only Kate Toe turning back inside once again. She gives it towards centre half forward for McKenna. McKenna's angle is blocked there. It's now Aoife Lennon back into the hands of Blahin once again, who kicks it out to the left and kicks it wide. It's only their second wide, I make that onto the opening half. And they haven't been too wasteful.
No, they haven't. That all came from a great win kick out from Lauren McConville there.
Just haven't spotted who the changes in terms of the numbers yet. But Cavan, they're just a kick of the ball behind at the minute, really, Kiva, with all the football played.
And you think they had a sin bin as well, like so.
Yeah, long ball once again launched down in there, and it's a good 50-50 battle all the time in there. As Smith tries to come out and win possession of the ball, but it breaks onto Armagh hands this time. And cornerback Grace Ferguson should have it, or will have it momentarily. You suspect there she is. She has it inside her own 20-metre line. Nice pass out towards Sarah Marley and on towards Niamh Marley once again. Out over the 45-metre line, battling there to try and get possession further on out the field of play. Great engine, and she gives it across towards Grace Ferguson, who's under spot of pressure, but does brilliantly well to move possession on to the hands of Fionnuala McKenna. McKenna heading over the 45-metre line. McKenna still in possession of the ball, moving it forward. She's looking for and that inside forward option is Lauren McConville again, who turns on to the right boot. It's dropping in short. Goalkeeper Elaine Walsh did very well, come out and wins possession. Very solid onto the high ball. Gives it towards Mona Sheridan, but Armagh have turned it over in a dangerous place for Cavan. It's back with a shot on goal. This time it's gone out to the left of the post and wide. I think that came in from, was it Aoife Lennon?
Aoife Lennon, yeah. Amy Mackin was the one who took the shot.
Amy Mackin was the one who took the shot. Another wide for Armagh. I make it that their third wide of the opening half, and Cavan are still in the game.
There's so many bodies in there, you know, it makes it so difficult to hand pass it around.
Yeah, it certainly does. Possession will be Cavan's once again in that midfield area, and that's the Hates coming on once again. Aoife McCoy throwing on the pressure, but Cavan managed to recycle it away across the far side into the hands of Nessa Bird. Long ball launched into that inside forward line once again. It's brilliantly won in there by Grace Ferguson for Armagh, and she plays a 1-2 and gets possession back in her hands. She moves it out the field of play, and Armagh very slick in their build-up play. Once again onto Catherine Marley. Catherine Marley has an option there in wing half forward, Eve Lavery, but she's put under all sorts of pressure. Cavan trying to slow her down fairly quickly. Once again, Armagh have it through Niamh Marley, who must have had she must have about between 30 and 40 touches of the ball already in this open half.
I'd like to see how much chaos she's done at the end of this.
Certainly. Possession now with the midfielder there, Blahin Mackin. Plays possession back towards Grace Ferguson.
So they've left Amy very exposed in here, and I suppose Armagh will be looking to get the ball into her.
Yeah, just is kicking it in with that big breeze coming out. It's not straightforward. Kyoto just wins everything over there.
She manages to lose it and win it.
Exactly. Even when she loses the ball, it seems to fall back in her hands again. She's had a superb game down that left-hand side, and Cavan have won the free over there.
They do very well to swarm and get as many people in around to stop Amy, I suppose, getting as much space as she wants.
Yeah, I think they've been tactically set up fairly well in this opening half. I know Jerry Moon will be working very hard on that this game this week, or even in the last couple of weeks now, to try and set up. And it's paying dividends, it's reaping dividends from Cavan perspective. They're containing Armagh, and they'll hope to contain them for a wee bit longer. It's possession now once again with Laura McVitie. McVitie has possession of the ball out round that midfield area. She crosses the halfway line, or tries to cross the halfway line. It looked like a free to me on that occasion, but Amy Mackin gets away with it. Kicks it up the field of play into the hands of Aoife McCoy. McCoy tries to turn on the afterburners and go past her player, and then launches it in towards it's wing half forward there. Eve Lavery, chance out towards Tierna Grimes. Tierna Grimes has a shot on goals, and Tierna Grimes should get a score, but it bounces off the upright and out to the right of the post and wide. Fourth wide of the opening half for Armagh. 5-4 on the wide count, and Armagh's wide starting to rack up slightly.
And look, I would have backed Tierna to put that over because she gets a signature score from there nearly every game, so probably the wind maybe played a factor there.
Kick out once again from Elaine Walsh, launches it down through the field, and it's been easily picked up by Lauren McConville. McConville on towards Niamh Marley once again. Niamh Marley puts on the afterburners and heads down through the centre. Niamh Marley with a shot, and Niamh Marley with a point as easy as you like, off the right boot and over the bar, and a superb point it is. And now she's on the score line as well for Armagh, and we have 29.5 minutes almost gone in the opening half. That's 1-6 plus 5 points.
I suppose what's really good about Armagh's play here is there's so many variety of scorers, and it's very hard to say, you just need to mark Amy Mackin, because it's not the case anymore.
It certainly isn't. Kick out has been brilliantly won by Niamh Kinnigan over there. Kinnigan then drops possession of the ball. She did all the hard work in winning their kick out, and then gives possession away once again. Armagh on the attack through Niamh Marley. We must have mentioned her at least 24 times in the opening half. Possession once again from an Armagh's perspective, with their wing half forward now, Catherine Marley. Catherine Marley looks like she's crossing the 45-metre line, but Brent Rice spotted once again too many steps in the middle of that.
And look, there's no excuse for that really, Damien, because I know that's one of his bugbears.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he was fond of it himself, when he was playing. He was.
Oh, do tell.
Well, listen. Possession now with Mona Sheridan. Mona Sheridan launches it into that inside forward line, out in front to try and win it is Clodagh McCambridge, but she doesn't win it on this occasion. It's Smith that has it once again. Geraldine Smith gives it out towards towards Amy Rooney, launches it, or she's going to launch it in. It goes back with Geraldine Smith once again. Geraldine Smith plays a short pass towards corner back there. Mona Sheridan, who's made a lot of progress up the field of play, but Cavan really need to make this count now. It's with Lauren McVitie. Left foot kick across the field of play, but it's going to be breaking up there.
Could have been very dangerous.
Could have been, but that's the half-time whistle from Brenton Rice here in the Athletic Grounds in Armagh in this Lidl-backed LGFA National League game between Armagh and Cavan, and the scoreline at half-time reads Armagh 1-6, Cavan 5 points. Kiva, who's going to win the hop here? Well, obviously Armagh, they're in the lead.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll be happy, to be fair. Personally, I thought this would have been a walkover match. Armagh have made some mistakes at times, playing the ball about maybe too much, not taking the options, and it's all right, we're saying playing with the wind. In the second half, I've seen plenty of times where Armagh have overcooked it, so it's not as easy to play with the wind either. There are a few things that we really need to tighten up on. Cavan were able to get the ball out maybe too easy. They'll have a lot to talk about in there, I would say, and I could see a few changes maybe coming on as well. From a Cavan point of view, I'm impressed. I think they're working really, really hard. They're showing the Cavan team of old that I would know. And Jerry will be happy enough, but he'll want them to work even harder now. Well, that brings our coverage to an end for the open half here in the Athletic Grounds in Armagh. Join us again in about 10 minutes' time. We'll bring you full second half coverage from this Lidl National Football League Division 2 game.
welcome back to the Athletic Grounds in Armagh, where the scoreline at half time, Armagh won 6, Cavan 5 points. Two teams come back out for the second half. Delighted to say I'm joined by Kiva Morgan here. Kiva, we're just looking down here. Any changes that you can spot on that Armagh side in the second half?
No, it's all the same.
Nothing you can spot anyway.
I see the Cavan are putting Mona Sheridan into the midfield here, and they have done that with her before, and she might stay there.
So we're just about to get going here in the second half in the Athletic Grounds, and did I say both umpires, sets of umpires made their way to their respective positions. Brent Rice, the man in the middle this afternoon, and we're almost up and running here for the 30 minutes of football that would gain the points in Division 2B. Possession Armagh's right from the throw-in, and they'll set up an early attack here, playing with a very strong breezer in the second half here. They'll be hoping to make the best of it. But Cavan have snuffed up out that opening attack, and they can clear their lines right out through the centre of the pitch, out with midfielder there, Sinead McKenna. Nice possession further on out the field and into that half forward line, where it's been won by Amy Rooney. Rooney, left footed solo run across the middle of the field, and possession now once again launched into that inside forward line, but good defending this time by Chloe McCambridge. And it was a good battle in that opening half between McCambridge and Geraldine Smith and Geraldine Sheridan, wasn't it, Kiva?
It really was, and I would have said Geraldine got the better of her maybe a couple more times than Clodagh would have liked, but she was beginning to read it then.
Niamh Marley launches the ball into that inside forward line. Brilliant piece of defending in there once again, and Cavan can clear their lines, and they come out the field to play out this near side. And that's great football from the cornerback there, Sarah Marley, who's had a real ding-dong battle on that inside forward line as well. And she's done quite well, hasn't she? She's
done really well. She's so much experience, you know, and they look to her for leadership, and she keeps the team right, lots of talking. So
Rachel Donnan, sorry, apologies, I got Sarah Marley there that come out with this. Rachel Donnan, of course, for
well, I still stand by what I said there.
Possession once again in the hands of the Cavan girls through Amy Rooney. Amy making good progress out towards the edge of the D here, the Armagh D, but it's now into the hands of Mona Sheridan. Mona Sheridan goes short with it, with now with Nessa Bird. Nessa Bird shrugs away the tackle. Cavan just playing good keep ball here at the start of the second half. They're going to have to do plenty of that in the second half. They're playing into that stiff breeze, but they've got possession out this near side into the hands of Sinead Green. Sinead Green making good progress. Lovely little inside forward pass. Gives it into the hands of Geraldine Smith. Geraldine Smith back out the field to play to Rooney. Rooney looks, or it's actually number 25 on there now. It's actually Kerry McCormick. Kerry McCormick is come on for Cavan. Well, that was a change at half time. Ball into the hands of corner forward Smith once again, but her effort is blocked down, and it goes for a 45. And the number, did I say number 25, Kerry McCormick, on for Cavan.
Yeah. So as you say there, Damien, Cavan are going to have to be very, very patient here, because Armagh have set up a defensive wall, and you know they really need to not be doing those snapshots.
So the 45 will be taken very shortly. It looks like Amy Rooney is going to be the girl to take it.
Do you know what? In the first few minutes, Amy Rooney has really, really impressed me.
Yeah, she's got about through the field. She's a very athletic-looking player. And there's just Rachel doing it, making a bit of progress up there. She looks like she's going to take it short, but it back in the hands of Rooney once again. Rooney's kick goes in. It's going to drop in short. Oh, goalkeeper really had to parry in the way. Anna Kiar there didn't deal with it with a lot of confidence. Tricky for her as well under those conditions, Kiva, because the wind is holding the ball up.
It is, but the good thing there was she had her whole back line there to support her, whereas Cavan didn't have anybody to press the ball.
Ferguson moves the ball on towards the wing half back there. Kate Toe once again. We'll have a good view of her in the second half, right down in front of us. Ball into the hands of Amy Mackin. Amy Mackin turning back inside, but great defending once again by Doonan. Mackin looks across, hasn't the greatest of options, but has to go back into that corner forward slot. Now out with the wing half forward. That's Catherine Marley. Catherine Marley under spot of pressure, and a lot of pressure coming on now from the Cavan girls. Possession out with the midfielder there, Niamh Marley. Niamh Marley plays, looks for it to set up a 1-2, but gives possession out towards that far side, whereas Armagh on the attack through wing half back. Tierna Grimes. Tierna Grimes gives possession away. Lovely defending there once again by Lauren McVitie. McVitie moves possession now from a Cavan perspective out the field of play, this time through Niamh Keenigan. She picked up a black, or I was going to say a black card, a yellow card in the opening half, which saw same thing, saw her in the sin bin for 10 minutes. And Cavan, well, they've 4 minutes gone in the second half, and the scoreline hasn't changed. It's 1-6 to 5 points.
I'm very, very impressed with her physicality.
Possession once again is Cavan's in the shape of Geraldine Smith. Geraldine Smith working hard to have possession of the ball, gives it out towards Mona Sheridan. Mona Sheridan, nice little pass across towards McVitie. McVitie launches the ball inside once again. There's a bit of a battle in there once again. That's a real ding-dong battle in there in that full back line with Clodagh McCambridge and full forward Geraldine Sheridan.
Yeah, she's limping a bit there. She might have picked up a wee bit of an injury.
Armagh come on the attack now once again with toe away and across the far side. Now they've got a bit of progress to be made with the hands of Tierna Grimes. Tierna Grimes launched it inside and she hasn't used the wind very well. They're brilliant piece of defending once again. Rachel Doonan comes out with possession of the ball. Great, excellent piece of corner back play there from her, and she carries possession away towards the 45-metre line, and Brenton Rice spots are free. But I tell you what, both inside backs and inside forward lines, there's a huge battle going on out there, isn't there?
Yeah, you've Clodagh McCambridge and Rachel Doonan are giving a display of great defending down there.
Possession out towards Halton, who has plenty of time and space to run across and gather possession just inside her own 13-metre line. She's not under too much pressure at the minute. Carries it out beyond that 20-metre line, and plays a 1-2 and gets possession back into her hands once again. Into the hands now of Mona Sheridan. Mona Sheridan moves it across the midfield area, or towards that midfield area. Sheridan just carries it across to the shelter of the stand away across on the far side, and Cavan can move it up the field to play. They're nice slick piece of football as well from the Cavan girls. They're not showing any lack of confidence. They've got possession now through Geraldine Smith, moves it on towards Niamh Keenigan once again, and it's now with the Keenigan has it once again, trying to work possession back out towards Mona Sheridan. Nice crossfield play. No major panic, Kiva. I've been really impressed with how confident they are in possession.
Yes, like they started the ball from the bottom corner here and they moved it all the way across the other side of the pitch. They're very good at playing both sides of the pitch. And
the ball now into the hands of Sinead Green. Sinead Green takes possession, gives it back out towards Halton. Halton back inside once again. Short series of passes have found Lauren McVitie. McVitie, very comfortable ball carrier, gives it towards Rooney. Another very comfortable ball carrier, moves it across the far side into the hands of wing half forward Keenigan. Keenigan looking to make a bit of progress. Referee says she's been pulled back and there will be a free in. And well, that, I have to say that has been really impressive football from the Cavan side. They've brought it right up to a good shooting opportunity and a chance here for a score.
Look, if these are the tactics of Jerry Moan, they're good tactics. Be patient, play the ball about, make Armagh force them to foul you, and that's what's happened here. And you know, if they're going to play a game of free kicks, you know, it could be to Armagh's detriment.
So the kick will be for Cavan, a chance for them to reduce the scoreline down to just a single score. Yes, it will be a goal, but dropping in short, goalkeeper dealt with it brilliantly well. Anna Kiara in the goals, takes out possession. With 7 minutes gone in the second half, the scoreboard has been unaffected since half time. It's 1-6 to place, 5 points, and here come the girls from Armagh once again, out through Grace Ferguson. Ferguson way across the far side. She's got her wing half back there in the shape of Tierna Grimes. Tierna Grimes making good progress down that far side, now into the hands of wing half forward Eve Lavery. Lavery goes to ground, picks up possession of the ball. She has a few options around her, gives it short, very short, and the ball goes in. A chance for a shot on goals. Oh, it's into the net. It's gone all the way into the net.
It's wide.
It's gone wide, has it?
So he says.
Well, the ball looked like it landed in the net, but
yeah,
it has landed in the net. The umpire has got it all wrong. He picked out.
It looked into me, like.
It definitely looked in the net. It's gone all the way to the net, and it was Amy. Was
Mackin.
it Mackin? Was it?
Yeah, I think she was going for a point.
Oh, there's no doubt she was going for a point. But in the 38th minute, Armagh have extended their lead out to 7 points all of a sudden, and it's Amy Mackin that got the goal. And
it's how Cavan respond here, we'll tell it to you.
2-6 now, plays 5 points, and that's been a big body blow from a Cavan perspective. It's now into the hands of Laura McVitie. Laura McVitie making good progress, but she's under all sorts of pressure from another Lauren, that in McConville. Ball dropped in, and as it dropped it over the bar, it is indeed a superb score from a Cavan perspective. They're up to 6 points, and the score there, if she turns around, it's a wing half forward. It's Niamh Keenigan that has got the score.
Very difficult angle there. It was a very good score.
Yeah, well, but a freak goal, Kiva, wasn't it?
It was, but sometimes you need those. Great feeling again. Brilliant
piece of fielding once again from Niamh Marley on the afterburners right down through the centre once again. Has options there, and who is it? Only Amy Mackin racing into the side. There's a chance here for Armagh for another goal, and the goalkeeper did well, but well, she managed it. She did very well because she's turned possession away and Cavan can come out with the play, but once again, another good goal opportunity from our perspective.
It's very, very disappointing for me for Lennon. That's 2 goal opportunities she's missed at this stage, and really she should have been putting it in the net. Like a fantastic move, fielding from Niamh Marley, beautiful pass to where you wanted to be to Amy Mackin, and it should have been the back of the net.
Could Amy Mackin have taken the shot herself?
She probably could have, but you know what? I'm glad to see she didn't, because sometimes you need to bring other players into the game as well.
Possession out this near side in the hands of Halton, who goes to ground, picks up possession, gives it towards her wing half forward. That's Niamh Kinnigan. Kinnigan looks around. She has options there in the midfielder there. Nessa Bird making good progress, making a bit of progress anyway, up the field to play towards Laura McVitie under a real pressure from Laura McConville once again. That's a great battle as well. Ball into that inside forward lane where Smith has it now. She turns, she's looking for options. Rooney's there. Rooney transfers it. Oh, didn't, but kicked in and over the bar. But there was a chance there for Cavan to do more than that. But it's Rooney with the score.
Really good slick play there by Lauren McVitie. Strong, got away with it, got a good pass. Good slick play by Cavan. Shows that they are dangerous.
2-6 plays 7 points, 8 scores to 7. It shows you how close in terms of the possession wise the game has been, but certainly the goals make the difference.
They do, and that'll be what'll set Armagh apart maybe. But it's a real good tit for tat. It's a good competitive game. Yep,
certainly is. Goalkeeper Anna Kiar had to go out and retrieve the ball herself from the terrace. Kicks it out short. Armagh on the build once again through Grace Ferguson away across the far side. Takes it towards the 45-metre line. There is a spot of pressure been applied there, and once again Cavan have got it.
Interesting tactic by Cavan. They're willing to give up the kick out, and then take Armagh as they come through.
It seems to be working all right.
It does.
Possession will be Mona Sheridan's from the sideline, or from the free rather, as Sheridan has it back in hands once again. Making good progress up the left hand side. That's just a check and come back outside into the hands of Geraldine Sheridan.
Good ball.
Cavan
really
are on the attack once again. Lovely pass back, finds Rooney once again. Rooney onto that left boot again. Kicks it up high and kicks it in over the bar. And I tell you what, Cavan,
they're picking away at their scores
absolutely
here.
Not dead in this game yet. Another score and another point for Rooney. They're up to 8 points. 12 plays, 8, 2, 6, 2, 8 points. And Cavan, well, they're within striking distance, aren't they?
They are, but if I was Anna, I'd be trying to get more length like this on the kick, because there's so much space here for Amy Mackin.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what she's done on this occasion, and it's a long ball from Aoife McCoy into the inside forward line once again, but it's wasted in the wind.
And I talked about this in the first half. There's the danger of overcooking the pass. Every ball in long is not always the way to go.
Yeah, and that's what happened on this occasion. So the free or the kick out will be for Cavan's. Elaine Walsh, the girl in the Cavan goals this afternoon. She did very well to deny Aoife Lennon earlier on. They got across and made life very difficult for her. On possession now, once again, through Doonan.
Yeah, Armagh working this high press on the kick out. So we'll see how Cavan get out of this.
With Mona Sheridan now. Mona Sheridan working hard to bring it out. Looks for a short pass. Find possession away across the far side. And I think that's Sheena McKenna trying to make a bit of progress. Or was it Bird? But ball possession into the hands now. That's dried. Definitely Keenigan once again. She's under a spot of pressure down close to that sideline, but she managed to move it up the field of play. Good piece of corner back play once again from Armagh, but they're giving it away.
Fantastic by Lauren McVitie there to win that.
Yeah, is it who's going to win it over there? Still ball is live.
McVitie, it's Amy.
Woman making a lot of keeping a close eye on it, but once again Cavan turned it over. It is a dog fight, but I tell you what, Cavan are really impressed about their work rate. They're not giving up. It's a very experienced Armagh side, and you say they're trying to get themselves back into Division 1, but Cavan are full of life and full of effort, and they've got the free as well.
I have to say I'm happy to eat my words here, because I'm delighted with their performance and work rate.
Ball away across the far side into the hands of Geraldine Smith. Geraldine Smith transfers on towards Kinnigan once again. Kinnigan, her shot is really poor, easily dealt with by Anna Kiar in the goals, but again,
you can see Armagh are a bit rattled.
They are it's the hard work rate of this Cavan side. As Fionnuala McKenna has it now for Armagh deep in her own half of the field, but she's been pressed, and they're all been pressed at the minute. Ball possession out towards Lauren McConville. McConville out over the 65 and beyond into the heart of Cavan defence now. She looks around, she's looking for options. They're a bit slow in getting to her. One of them was Kathleen Morley launches the ball in, and once again a wasteful possession out over the end line and wide.
What's doing Armagh a disservice here is they should be playing Amy on the edge of the square and not Aoife Lennon, because when Amy's further away from goal, she's more ill-effective, personally.
Yeah, well, there's a change coming on the Armagh side, and
Eve Coleman's coming on.
It looks like wing half forward Eve Lavery's making her way out towards the end line, and You said
Niamh Coleman.
Niamh Coleman is the girl coming in.
She's a Clonard player, really good engine in her. Would have played midfield for Armagh last year, so she's a good experienced player to bring on.
So Niamh slots in there. She'll probably go into that wing half forward position, do you reckon?
Yeah, because she can play that role. She'll run all day.
So Niamh Coleman on the field of play, and Armagh have possession of the ball, and another heavy tackle in Catherine Morley. She's been in the wars this afternoon.
She has, but she'll always do what she has to do for the team, and this could be a sin bin here.
Yeah, she rolls around onto her knees. Hopefully she gets back to her feet shortly. And once again, it's a similar tackle. If Brendan Rice treats this exactly the same way as the earlier one, it will be another sin bin. The booking's coming at some shape or form.
It's poor discipline from Cavan, you know. They've worked so hard, and then to do something like that.
And another 10 minutes required here by the looks of it. Yeah, it's Laura Fitzpatrick, and she's been pretty pivotal to their work rate this afternoon. So that's a big blow to Cavan. So just right in the middle of the second half.
Yeah, like
15 minutes gone.
Yeah, when things were looking up for Cavan as well. So it's a big blow, yeah.
So the free kick will be taken by Fionnuala McKenna, just right on the edge of the D, right in the centre of the field, kicks it up high, spins it round and spins it out to the left of the post and wide. Third wide of the second half for Armagh, and that's just given Cavan a little more hope.
It has, and you can see it's got louder out here. The players are really communicating.
So once again, Elaine Walsh comes out towards that 13-metre line, kicks it out through the centre this time, and looking for possession to be won.
That was a hard one.
Yeah, Emma Hulton has it. She's under a spot of pressure, but Cavan can work it out to the far side. Nice little piece of hand passing, finds Shauna Lynch. Lynch on towards the midfielder there. It's Nessa Bird who's making a bit of progress down that left hand side. It's back into the hands of wing half forward Keenigan. Once again, plays the ball forward, and Niamh Keenigan's pass just goes out. Or does it go out over the sideline? No, it doesn't. It's kept alive over there. But now it's out over the sideline according to the lines person across on the far side. And the sideline ball has been taken into the hands of Cambridge for Armagh now with Grace Ferguson. Ferguson on towards onto that far side, and that neat little series of passes have found centre half back once again. Laura McConville making good progress. Here come Armagh on the attack once again through Marley way across the far side. Cavan working hard once again. Substitute or Aoife Lennon rather over there, who started the game wearing number 24. Ball into the hands of Marley once again. Looks around, has an option there, and Aoife McCoy, she had her jersey tugged, and that'll be a free in for Armagh. Great
running off the shoulder by Aoife McCoy, and you can't stop her when she's going at pace like that, so you're either going to foul her or she's through.
So the free kick will be to Armagh, and it will be Amy Mackin, who has been well marshalled this afternoon, hasn't she?
She really has. Like, I mean, Rachel Doonan has kept her at bay really, really well. Like, she's a top class forward, and so far I'd be pleased if I was Rachel.
Ball in and ball over the bar. She's got the range, and it with 47.5 minutes almost gone, the water break is going to be taken, and the Armagh free there from Amy Mackin, and it's just her second score of the game.
Yeah, look, they've marshalled her so well in there, and you'd really need the other forwards to be stepping up, and I don't think they are as much as they could do. It's like deja vu going in here now, because Cavan had the sin bin pretty much at the same time before the water break in the last half, so Armagh have loads and loads of work to do.
Take the goal out of it. It's 3 points to 1 for Cavan in the second half.
Yeah.
Against the Breeze.
No, their work rate is definitely to be commended. They can take a lot of heart from this.
Amy Mackin actually has 1-2 in the game so far. She scored a point in the 8th minute. She's another score with a goal in the 30th minute, and then that free. So from play, she's just scored the goal, and it was a free goal. It was. So yeah, Cavan worked hard to close down her influence in the game, but it's still Armagh 2-7. It's Cavan 8 points.
I still feel that Armagh are the more dangerous team, and I think they'll probably come out of it all right, but you know, I think Cavan have given an awful lot to think about.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good foundation for Cavan in terms of they head into the play Tyrone next weekend.
Yes.
in the last of the group games. Armagh up against Monaghan. They'll be hoping they can come out of this one with another 2 points and be sitting top of the league. Possession away across the far side. Who is going to win it? It's into the hands of McCoy over there, who's worked hard. McCoy down, trying to get a wee bit out, getting away from our player once again. Great run from McCoy in towards the edge of the square. McCoy goes to ground, free in, and no doubt Amy Mackin will be stepping up to take this one too. But good football from McCoy.
She works really, really hard. She'll always try to win back ball or fight for ball, and she's real tenacious.
She walks back and gets her breath there, and it's Amy Mackin who will have a really easy chance, she suspect, here in the 49th minute of the game. A chance right on the edge of the square, kicks it in and over the bar, and that's another score for Armagh. They're up to 2 goals and 8 points now. Plays 8 points, that's 6-point lead in the game. Reflective, you think, Kiva, of the effort? 2-8 to 8 points?
I would have to say, yeah, probably.
Possession now once again with Mackin. Once again she turns onto that left boot. She's had very little latitude this afternoon, and suddenly everything's going away 3 in a row.
She must have heard us.
Absolutely.
It was a great fetch by Niamh Marley, though she was uncontested. For
you look back at this game on paper, and somebody will say to you, Amy Mackin kicked 1-4 in the game, and you'll say she's been outstanding as well. But it's been fits and starts with her for this afternoon, hasn't it?
Yeah, but like from my point of view, obviously as a defender, you have to look about where the ball comes from. Absolutely.
And here we go once again. Armagh on the attack. Poor effort on the end there. Cavan can deal with it. They take possession out the field of play through their wing half back.
But Armagh are pressing much more, Damien. They're much more in their faces up in their own defence.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot more energy about them in the second half, and that's exactly what they needed. Possession out now with this with Geraldine Sheridan.
She's so deep.
She is. She's miles away from where she needs the Cavan girls need her, but look, she's a great ball carrier, and she's a great footballer. Ball across towards that midfield area once again and towards wing half back. Sinead Green picks up possession of the ball, looks around, she has options available, and out in front of her is centre half forward Laura McVitie. Remember, Cavan down to 14 players at this stage in the game. Ball launched forward once again, and who's there? Only Niamh Marley to pick up possession of the ball. She's been quieter in the second half, but possession now with Fionnuala McKenna, who launches away across the far side.
Amy Mackin very deep out there.
Amy Mackin recycles possession across that far side, and Armagh can go on the attack. They have it through Mackin once again. It's close to the hug on the sideline over there. Steps back inside onto that left boot and then launches one from way out the field. And I can tell you something, if she landed that one, that would be the score of the weekend. But it's out to the right of the post and wide. 8 wides for Armagh in the game, just a 5 for Cavan. They haven't kicked them wide in the second half yet. But it's the Armagh girls lead 2-8 to 8 points. Walsh's kick out comes out this near side.
Green will do well to keep that in.
Yeah, she hasn't done it. It's a sideline ball for Armagh, and you suddenly feel that I
feel the wheels are coming off a wee bit for Cavan here.
They've made so much effort up to now. Just under 10 minutes to go in the game, and you just feel that the Armagh girls are going to pull away a wee bit. Possession now into the hands of Kate Toe once again. She's been quiet in the second half as well, but she's made a big contribution in the opening half. She's in possession of the ball, looks around. Nice pass over the far side towards Tierna Graham. She said she normally gets a score in the game. Kiva, she's just kicked it wide again, and that's her fifth. The fifth wide for Armagh in the second half. 9 in total now. Cavan just a 5.
Yeah, look, it's wasteful for Armagh as well, because you have to be able to take the right shot selection, and maybe they should be looking at other options, playing it around a little bit more.
There'll be plenty to keep the video analysts happy this week, I would have thought, from both sides. As that ball launched forward once again, and Cavan trying to get it on the attack once again. Brilliant piece of football there from Clodagh McCambridge. Height advantage played the part there, Kiva.
It did, definitely.
It's now with Laura McConville. Laura McConville just carries it across the field of play, trying to bring in Tierna Graham's racing across the far side. And here comes Niamh Marley down through the centre once again. Niamh Marley from way out the field drops one in, drops it short towards Lennon. Lennon, all she had to do was touch it, and she did. But the referee has called a free in there. It was an excellent save in the goal from Leanne Walsh, but referee spotted infringement, I think, after Niamh Marley hit the ball, and it will be a free from the edge of the square, and a pretty easy one for Amy Mackin, who's about to hit her 4th point in a row, you suspect.
Yeah, good surge and run by Niamh Marley there. Good work as well by Lauren McConville in and around the middle to get the ball and move at a pace. Amy
Mackin, just as easy, just clips it up and in over the bar, and she's got her another score. So that's her 4th score in a row. She's at 3 frees and a point from play, a goal in the afternoon as well, and another point. So she's what's that, 1-5 so far for her in the game. And we're saying the Cavan girls had a good game on her, and so they have.
I know.
But it just shows you our class. She'll come to always comes to the fore. And on change there, Aoife Lennon gone off.
Grania Boylan, she's from Clevey, really good club player. It'll be interesting to see how she does here in the big stage.
Has she played much for?
She played for Armagh Minors, and would be instrumental kind of goal getter. So
Grania Boylan comes in to play. A good opportunity for her to show her worth in the last 10 minutes of this one. Another free for Armagh.
Cavan are just tired, I think, at this stage.
Yeah, they've worked so hard throughout the game just to get the. But Armagh starting to show their class now, and Fiona McKenna, I think she's going to size up this one. Just waiting for the paperwork to be done. But again, remember, for Cavan, for two periods in the game, and it looks like a third period in the game they're going to be playing with a lack of players. There's one of them, I think
Shauna Lynch.
Shauna Lynch has gone. Is it the fullback?
Yeah, it
is indeed. And
it could be for persistent fouling as well. It may not be one incident. So
yeah, I think it maybe was the one incident, by the looks of it, because I don't remember too many times which call maybe the McInfrees before that. But anyway,
it's a good score.
Good score from Armagh's perspective in the 55th minute of the game. And it's the Armagh centre half forward, Fiona McKenna, that's got the free. And that's Armagh up to now to 11 to 8 points, and they're just pulling away.
They are, but Cavan can take heart, I mean, from most of their performance up until this point.
So possession will be I haven't looked at the format in terms of the league. Kiva, is there 2 teams into the playoffs or just the one?
Semi-finals.
Yeah. So there's a lot to play for then next week.
There is. Yeah.
So possession once again. Cavan's in that midfield area. They move it out towards Kerry McCormick. McCormick's running a bit of traffic, but Cavan, well, there's enough to show us that they can give Tyrone plenty of trouble next weekend.
Almost definitely.
And they're on the attack off that far side in this Lidl National Football League Division 2 game here in the Athletic Grounds in Armagh. Armagh in control of the game with just under 5 minutes left in this encounter. 2-11 plays 8 points. Here come Cavan once again. They've got possession through Sheridan, but the ball's going to ground, and Armagh can come out with it, and they're working hard now into the hands of Grania Boylan. Boylan moves the ball forward. Aoife McCoy has it. Aoife McCoy trying to get away from Doonan. Look at how quick Doonan's across there, and Steve McCoy made a brilliant run, and agreed to run it is, and a free in. Yeah, I think there's no doubt you can't run across the front of her when she's in full tilt like that, and it will be a free in to Armagh. But that's a great battle once again down this near side with Doonan and McCoy coming racing in there off that left side. Free in to Armagh.
Yeah, she can be really proud of her efforts there, Doonan, but I suppose the option was let Amy go towards the goal or take her there, so.
And the free will be to Armagh, and once again on the edge of the square it'll be an easy opportunity for Armagh, and the shape of Fiona McKenna once again, and with 57th minute of the game, another free for Armagh, and this time it's the number 11 once again. 2 in a row for them. In fact, the last 6 in a row for Armagh, and they've just put the game out of sight.
Yeah, they have. I think Cavan's going to put on some from the bench here now. Shauna Gray's on, Sarah Marley's off for Armagh.
Yeah, and Geraldine Sheridan has been called ashore as well. So the kick out will be Cavan's, Liam Walsh out towards that midfield area, so there's no doubt about the free there. I think Laura McConville went straight through the back of Mona Sheridan.
She definitely did.
And Brenton Rice has just informed her that she'll not do that again without a more formal booking, I would have thought. Possession now will be Armagh's, and they've got it through for McCoy, and here comes Grania Boylan. You said she's a goal scorer. Is she going to get a goal in this game? She turns back inside. She says, oh, I think she was looking for the goal, and she was thinking what corner will I put it in. But
well, this just shows you, Damien, it's a level up.
It doesn't it? It just shows you that the level up, you just have to be...
You have to be sure and quick about what you're going to do.
Very quick to pick out what you're going to do with it.
Yeah, but look, she'll learn, and
yeah,
if you get game time, you'll learn more.
Absolutely. So possession will be Cavan's from the free. They go short with it into the hands of Fitzpatrick, who's back on the field to play after her sin bin. And possession now once again out this near side into the hands of Laura McVitie.
She's worked really, really hard today.
She has indeed. The number 28's on there as well now, Anya Riley. St Finbarr's girl on the field to play. Possession now once again with Cavan through wing half back there, Sinead Green. Sinead Green moves the ball forward into the hands of girl come on. There was number 18, there's Ali Cahill from the Killygarry club, and once again Green making good progress, moving it inside out towards Smith, whose kick goes in, but the referee's called another free, and it will be a free to Cavan. An opportunity for them to get another score on the board at least, and they're supposed to break up that bit of a scoring run for Armagh. Centre half forward McVitie has it once again.
A lot of hard work there by Sinead Green. I mean, she's a total seasoned player for Cavan, and she always gives her best. Like
McVitie with a kick, should be a point. It is indeed, through the post and over the bar, and a score for Cavan, and that takes them up now in the fifth, and almost in fact the last minute of the game. It takes them up to their 9th point of the game. 2-12 plays 9, but it hasn't been a 2-12 plays 9 game really. It's been a lot closer than that, hasn't it?
It has. You know, a couple of those, you know, the goal that Amy got was fortuitous. You know, Cavan have worked much harder than the scoreline reflects.
Ball launched out this left hand side of the field. Great catch, and once again from Fionnuala McKenna. McKenna gives a short towards midfielder there, Mac. I'm going to ask you about your player of the match now in a second, Kiva. It's possession now once again into that half forward line, and it's been broken up once again, and here come Cavan out this near side as a good block once again from Marley comes across. And Kiva, go ahead.
Well, look, you know, Cavan you have to speak about Rachel Doonan. Fantastic display on Amy Mack, and yes, Amy got a good few scores, but she really kept her at bay. Lauren McVitie worked really hard, and Geraldine Sheridan. But for Armagh, Kate Toe, Trojan work more so in the first half. Amy Mackin, yes, of course, for her, you know, her scoring ability. But look, I am going to give it to Niamh Marley because I think a lot of the work had to be done in the first half. You know, her fielding ability, her running, her strength. You know, she drives this Armagh team on, and she's done brilliant today. Yeah,
a well-deserved player of the match. So award for Niamh Marley, who's been superb, as you say, throughout. Another free there this time for Cavan, and a chance to put them in the double digits, and they deserve to be in double digits given the efforts that they have put in this afternoon. They're going to come out on the losing side here by the looks of it, but certainly a very credible performance given the fact that they were played for 2 periods on Emmy throughout the game with just 14 players in the field.
Very credible performance here from Cavan. You know, Jerry Moan will be able to go back here and say, girls, we have this ability to perform, you know, we just need to push on a little bit more, and you know, they'll be going in with their heads up in this Tyrone game.
So 31 minutes 10 seconds played in the second half, and Armagh look like they're going to take both points away here in this Lidl National Football League Division 2 game here, and they're going to be top of the league this afternoon, this evening, when they look down at the tables. And they go once again on another salvo up through the field, once again out towards McConville on towards Marley. Marley has possession of the ball, racing through the centre once again. Is going to get a score, and I think that would top off a superb performance from her. It does go with the bar, and no better lady to get it.
Yes, I'm glad that she backed up my player of the match statement there.
And that is the full-time scoreline here in the Athletic Grounds in Armagh. It's Armagh 2 goals and 13 points. It's Cavan 10 points. And Kiva, sum it up there.
Cavan deserve a lot of credit for that game. They put in a real gutsy performance. They worked really, really hard. They have a game plan. If they keep working on it, Jerry keeps pushing them on. You know, I can see that they will come to fruition. Armagh just are in a different league. I can see that they are just that wee bit cuter, that wee bit smarter, and they just I always felt that they had more to push on, Damien, you know, and if it had got tighter, I think they still would have come out on top.
Well, they're going against Monaghan next week. Tyrone are up against Cavan next week in the Lidl National Football League Division 2, but it's the girls from Armagh that retain their top position at the top of that table this afternoon. Our thanks, of course, to Kiva Morgan here this afternoon for co-coms, and our thanks to Darren and all the team back on Mac AV, and of course the team in LGFA for bringing you all these games live this year on the Lidl National Football League programme.